All right, so this message is for all my entrepreneurs out there, but I feel like it's got broader application as well, so bear with me. In her book, The Gifts of Imperfection, Brene Brown writes, authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. Now, the line that gets me there is daily practice. Like, this is not a one and done kind of thing. All right, and I'm not gonna lie, like when I hear people on the internet telling me to be more authentic, like I totally wince. Ironically, the word authentic typically feels like anything but that when I hear it come out of most people's mouths, especially on social media. But my personal experience is, unfortunately, that they're not wrong. Showing up exactly who I am has come to be one of the most important lessons that I've learned. I spent most of my youth feeling insecure about not being cool enough. And I'm not unique in this regard. Science tells us that most of us feel a really strong desire to fit in, to be a part of the pack. This is a leftover trait from prehistoric time when going at it alone equaled a pretty short lifespan. So yeah, I wanted to be accepted and I wanted to be liked badly enough that I often tried to act like who I thought you wanted me to be. This meant that I was, oftentimes projecting lots of different characters based on like whatever friend or group that I was around. But the older I get and the more work that I've done in recovery and in therapy and meditation, the more comfortable I am being exactly who I am. And I might not be accepted by certain people or groups, but as it turns out, like that works out perfectly. That's a good thing. My authenticity leading to rejection by like some group or person is the perfect filter. I no longer have to waste my time and energy trying to be someone that you like. So the same is true for working relationships, right? As entrepreneurs, we can get really caught up in wanting to be liked and wanting to be accepted and respected, and we can lose track of our identity. We start playing some role that isn't a fair reflection of who we are or what we value, and that lands us in working relationships can really suck. So have you ever found yourself with a client that you can't stand and everything that you do with them feels like you're swimming upstream? Well, I bet if you go back to the beginning of that relationship, see if you didn't misrepresent yourself in an attempt to win the business. As entrepreneurs, we can be pretty insecure about when that next gig is coming, so oftentimes we'll do anything to ensure that next gig is lined up. And sometimes that can mean not being an accurate reflection of who we really are. The same can be true for employees and business partners. So anyway, my unsolicited advice here is to unapologetically be who you are. Now, that might take some work on your part. If you've been acting like a chameleon for the past 5 or 10 or 20 years, you're going to have to spend some time with yourself to figure out who you are and what you think is important and what's okay for you and what's not okay. But once you have that piece in place, then showing up authentically will get you exactly what you wanted all along.